One day, Fox decided foreign bananas were a problem. Not because they tasted bad. Not because they were unsafe. Because they were cheap. And cheap foreign bananas meant forest foxes were buying fewer expensive local bananas. So Fox did what Fox always does. Fox made a rule. The forest had been trading with other forests for decades. The northern forest grew bananas. The southern forest made wooden carts. The eastern forest produced acorn flour. Each forest was good at something. So they traded. A fox from the northern forest would bring bananas to the southern border and swap them for carts. Simple. Clean. Efficient. Economists call this comparative advantage. The forest calls it Tuesday. But one fox had a problem with it. A local banana grower. He had donated a lot of rabbits to the Fox government. A suspicious amount of rabbits. The Fox government announced a tariff. A tariff is a tax on goods coming in from outside the forest. Every banana crossing the border now required 40 extra rabbits. The foreign banana sellers had two choices. They could eat the cost and make less profit. Or they could raise their prices. They raised their prices. Now foreign bananas cost the same as local bananas. The local banana grower was very happy. Fox in government called this protecting forest jobs. Fox economists called this something else. Fox consumers opened their wallets and found fewer rabbits than before. The northern forest noticed what happened. They were not pleased. So they announced their own tariff. Wooden carts crossing into the northern forest now required 50 extra rabbits. The southern forest cart makers lost half their customers overnight. Cart factory foxes got laid off. Then the eastern forest joined in. Acorn flour got a tariff too. Now everything cost more. Bananas. Carts. Flour. Fox at home was spending more rabbits on the same groceries. The local banana grower was still happy though. He bought a bigger burrow. Historians call this a trade war. It has happened before. In 1930, the United States passed the Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act. It raised taxes on over 20,000 imported goods. Within 2 years, global trade collapsed by 66%. The Great Depression got significantly worse. Fox did not read this history. Here is what Fox in government did not mention in the announcement. Tariffs are paid by the importer, not the foreign seller. A fox importing northern bananas pays the 40 rabbit tax at the border. That fox passes the cost to the store. The store passes the cost to the customer. The customer is just a regular fox trying to buy bananas. A 2019 study by economists at the Federal Reserve Bank of New York found that the full cost of U.S. tariffs on Chinese goods was passed directly to American consumers and businesses. Not to China. To Americans. Fox taxed Fox. And called it a victory over the northern forest. The forest economy started slowing down. Businesses that used imported materials paid more to build things. They hired fewer foxes. Foxes had less money to spend. Other businesses sold less. The ripple moved through every corner of the forest. A fox making furniture needed imported wood. Wood was now 30% more expensive. The furniture fox raised prices. Forest foxes stopped buying new furniture. The furniture fox laid off 3 workers. Those 3 foxes stopped buying things too. Economists call this a supply chain effect. The forest called it a rough year. To be fair to Fox, tariffs are not always wrong. Sometimes a forest genuinely needs to protect a young industry before it is strong enough to compete. Economists call this the infant industry argument. Some forests use targeted tariffs to build steel industries, tech sectors, and manufacturing bases that later became globally competitive. South Korea did this. China did this. The United States did this in the 1800s. The difference is intention and duration. A short targeted tariff to build an industry is a tool. A broad permanent tariff to protect a donor who gave too many rabbits to the government is something else. Fox rarely admits which one he is doing. Fox declared the tariff a success. The local banana grower agreed. Everyone else paid 18% more for groceries that year. The Peterson Institute for International Economics estimated that broad U.S. tariffs cost the average American household over $1,200 per year. That is roughly $100 a month. For protecting industries that employ less than 1% of the workforce. Fox called a press conference to announce he had saved the forest. Nobody in the audience could afford snacks.